Hello guys, welcome to your fourth class on this your pathway into trading forex. So this is module 4, and welcome to Crypto Wolf Academy. So today will just be about what it pips and how to calculate them, right? So I know some of you must have heard the word pips, what it pips like, so you're confused about it. So today I'll just break it down um, for you to actually understand the way it works and how you can see it on chart and how to calculate it. And because with pips can actually make it we okay, pips is what actually gives you money, right? So there are the pips, there are the profit and so on. So pips, so knowing how to calculate them will actually help you in your trading journey, right? To set your stop loss, to take profit, to okay, let me buy at this pips, or okay, this week I'm only looking at um making profit on just 100 pips and I'm okay, or this month I'm focusing on just 200 pips and I'm okay. So once you get that, you're okay for that month, you will not trade. So you need to actually understand the concept of pips and how to calculate them, right? So the first is just what is pips. So the unit of measurement to express the change in value between two currencies is called pips, right? So it means that the unit of measurement value between two currencies is called pips. Now, if Euro USD moves from 1.050 to 1.051, that 0.01 USD rise in value is one pips, right? So pips is for pairs that for major pairs, their pips are calculated at 0.0001, right? Excluding USDJPY and gold, right? Because those ones are two decimal units. But for other major pairs, it's usually four units, right? So to calculate them, or the value for one is usually 0.0001, right? So a pip is usually the last decimal place of a price code. It means that for this diagram you're seeing now, for this value you're seeing now 1.1050, the pips in this value is actually 0, right? The last digit in every price quote you see, right? So most pairs go out to four decimal place, but there are some exceptions like Japanese yen. They go out to two decimal place. Yeah, like I said that most pairs are usually like a four units decimal place, right? Except the Japanese yen, that's USD, JPY, and the gold. So those are the exceptions for the major pairs, right? So for example, for USD it is 0.001 decimal place, and for USD JPY it is 0.01. You can see because it's a two decimal place, that's why it's 0.01. While for Euro USD it is 0.0001. So you can see the example of a four unit pair. Like I said, all major pairs are four unit decimal place except the USD JPY and gold, right? So you can see the example USD equals to 1.1051. You can see this large digit you are seeing is called pips, right? So that's how to know the value of a pips, right? It's usually measured at the last unit in a given um, in a given pair, right? So usually the last digit, so it's called pips. So you can see example of a two unit, which is the USD JPY. You have 110.40. So this last digit you are seeing 0 here is equals to get is the last this last digit you are seeing here is the pips now in USD JPY. So the reason why USD JPY is having just two, because it's a two decimal unit. So that's why you are seeing this just this two numbers at the back, which is 40, but the last digit is always the pips. So always take note of that. But there are some exceptions. For example, if you open your MT5 most times, you will see some pairs having more than four, some major pairs, and you can see USD JPY most times having more than two at the back. You see TV. So there's a little this in there, a little fraction. So I'll tell you guys about that. So that little fraction you are seeing at the back is what we call pipette, right? So pipette is that last that last digit most time you see, you get in every pair. So let's say Euro USD is 1.2000, right? So that last digit you are seeing making it five is what we call pipette, right? So it's like a little fraction, and most times we don't include it there because it's very small to calculate. So we only use the last digit of of a unit to calculate the pips, which is the last one given gets in a four currency pair, or if it's a two decimal pair, then we use the last one to write. So these are forex brokers that quote currency pairs beyond the standard four and two decimal place to 5 and 3. You can see, right? They are quoting fractional pips, also called points or pippets, right? So it means that this one is usually in fraction. Get it's like you are using 0.00001. So most times it's not actually relevant. So you can't actually use that to calculate it. But if you use that, it will be too small, right? So we only use the last digit given in a four decimal place, right? So you can see example of this Euro USD 1.1894, which is the normal one. This 4 here is the pips, right? You can see that extra value given is now called pipette, right? So you can see this MT5. You get this is like the mobile version of MT5. So this is the pair I added. You can see Euro USD, GP USD, USD JPY, and gold. You can see the value given, right? Normally we have 1.1335. This is normal unit we know, right? This 5 is the pips. You can see the extra unit given in a smaller figure, right? So this is called the pipette, right, or points. So these are like the last digit given, right? So you can see it here. Why for the USD JPY and the gold, which are the exception because they are 2 units decimal, you can see that they have 9 at the back, making it theory, right? So this are to know, but most times you don't have to get this is not actually, but it's just good to know it for okay, fine. If I see this, okay, this is what it means, so you don't get confused in the chart. But what you actually look for is just the last digit here, which is your 5, and this for USD JPY the 7, right? Now you can see this. Say if you want to add pips to a four decimal place currency pair, multiply it by 0.001 times whatever value you get, add it up to the market price of the currency pair. You can see this example now, right? So 1.1498. You can see that we just ignore this point, right, or pipette. So what to focus on is just the pips, right, which is 8. So if you add 0.001 into this point here, you will get 1.149, right? So pip is what actually gives you money in the market. You get that's your profit, right? Because every movement determine okay, every movement determine how much you make. You get including your lot size. Depending on your lot size you use, you get higher lot size and the little pips give you more money than compared to using a smaller lot size, right? But in the next video I will tell you guys about lot size and others, what you need to know. For now, we just focus on the pips. So 1 pips give me that value, right? So we'll go move again to okay. If you want to add to a 2 decimal place currency pair, multiply it by 0.01 times whatever value you get, add it up to the market price of the currency pair, right? You can see, so this is for 2 decimal two decimal units pair, right, which is 11040. So if you add 0.01 to this price there, you get 110.41, right? So 1 pip movement. So I'm just giving you guys on how to actually understand it and the way pips actually move in a chart. So this will give you clarity. So now let's take one example, right? So example 1, GPUSD, right? Let's assume it is trading. This is not the actual price of this. I'm using this for just example sake, right? So let's say GPUSD is trading at 1.3400, right? Now let's add 40 pips to it. Let's assume that we have 40 pips that want to add to it. What we do is I just turn 40 times that 0.001. You get it to give you 0.0040. Then you now add it to the price of GPUSD, which is 1.340 plus 0.0040. So you get 1.3440. So now you have added 40 pips now to this price. So this is what you will get, right? So let's go to the next example. So this is a 2 decimal unit pair, right? Example 2. This is USD JPY, and the price, right? The price is, for this example, the price is 1.07.31. Now let's add 20 pips to this. You get 20 times 0.01, which is 0.2. Now 1.07.31 plus 0.2. So we got 107.51. So if we add 20 pips to the price of USD JPY, we'll get 107.51. So that had to add add pips into your trade. Although there are a lot of tools you can use, right? For example, now in your charts, whether you're using your trading view, because the last time I would say that I would show you guys about trading view, but I didn't do that in my last video. But I will do that. I will do that later on. So trading view is just like where you go to analyze your charts, right? So most times MT4, MT5 give you a platform to analyze it. You see where you see the candlestick where you can put your charts, put your levels and all that, plot anything to plot. But trading view gives you better experience, right? You get and better interface to actually analyze your chart compared to MT4, MT5. MT4, MT5 just good, just like a good day and place your trade, and but trading view will give you a very good like interface to get to analyze your pairs, and you have a lot of tools to use from, a lot of tools you can use to, right? So this it is. So I will take you now to my charts, and I will show you guys how to, like, the way pips works on a chart, right? And again, there are still some tools you can use. For example, now you have a pips calculator where you can just go there, put the price, and to show you the amount of pips you make on that trade. But it's also good to know it and how it works, you get, before you just go and use calculator, because as a trader you should know how this thing actually works. But there are a lot of tools you can use to actually calculate your pips. You get to have a pips calculator and all that. So I'll take you to my charts and I'll show you the way pips works in a chart. Okay, so this is our MT5, right? You can see the quote and everything. So I'll just show you guys. Let me take. Okay, let me go to our chart fully. So this is our MT5. So to do this, to actually do this, it's very simple. You see this icon at the top. I don't know if you guys can see my icon. Wait, let me. Okay, yeah, better. So you can see this icon at the top here, this plus sign. Just copy it. So all these things you are seeing here, they're all pips, right? Let me zoom out. All these things you are seeing here, pips. So you can see it 1.3460, right? They're all pips you are seeing here. You can see this is GPUSD. So because of that lattice you are seeing, which is making it 5, but normally our pips is this 6 you are seeing here. Again, the fourth one is the pips. This last one is just the points or the pipettes. And so let me show you guys how to calculate it on your chart. So just come and click this plus button. Once you do that, you can just put it here and you can move, right? You can see it from here now. From this price 1.3267, if you move it, you can see it. Now I'm actually calculating my pips now with this price, right? So these bars you are seeing, these 12 bars you are seeing, these 12 okay, sorry. Yeah. So these 12 bars, seven bars you are seeing now is the candle, the number of candles, right, in this part here that we touch. Right, this is your pips. So this last one gets, it's not, the pips is actually 152. So just ignore this last part. So it means that from this price 1.32 to 1.34084, we have 152 pips, right? So this price is the candles. So this is how to actually calculate your pips in the chart. So even if you don't use that this thing, you can just go there, put this your pointer. Okay, let's say I enter this price and here I move it. I exit this price here. So if the price goes in my favor, this is how much I'll make in the pips, right? Which is 152 pips. So this theory get is not included. Don't include that, right? So this how to actually calculate your pips in the chart, and all this you are seeing here are all your pips, right? So this is it on this class. Like I said, there are tools you can use, which is the pips calculator you can use. You're going to go and type it, you see it, put your price, we show you it. So or you can also do it in your chart too. It's simple as that. So I will see you guys in my next class, right?